It's fun to complain, right? And few are quite as addicted to the sweet joy of righteous whinging than wrestling fans. Do feel free to pop us a message in the comments to say how much you agree. While we can't deny that there are things about pro wrestling and WWE specifically that irk us, whether they be bad booking habits, an abundance of part-timers, or the prevalence of authority figures, few can deny that WWE's roster is unbelievably stacked right now. If in doubt, watch the Royal Rumble back again. There's a plethora of in-ring talent in WWE today that is frankly unmatched at any point in the company's history. So much so that with the right booking, our wildest wrestling dreams could come true. Hell, we've already seen one dream match made for WrestleMania in the form of AJ Styles versus Shinsegae Nakamura. While the storyline details are not in place for some of these matches, some wrestlers are on NXT, some are inactive, all of these matches could be booked by WWE tomorrow. And Christ, what a world we live in. But before we get going, there are so many dream match possibilities that I'm going to have to give a few honorable mentions. Mojo Rawley versus Kane in a 120-minute Iron Man match. Mojo Rawley versus AJ Hazard. Mojo Rawley versus Snooki. Mojo Rawley and Rob Gronkowski versus Tito Santana and Greg Valentine. The Hype Bros minus Zack Ryder versus the original Four Horsemen. And Mojo Rawley versus Vince McMahon for legitimate control of the WWE. I'm Adam Pacitti from Cultaholic.com, and here are the top 10 dream matches WWE could book right now. Join us. Number 10, AJ Styles versus Ricochet. Give it to me, please. Technically, Styles versus Ricochet has already happened once before, back in 2014 for House of Glory, where the two men fought to a time limit draw, because you're right, they're both so goddamn excellent. How do you choose a winner? AJ Styles is 40 years old, and right now he's the best wrestler in the world. Ricochet is the latest high-profile signing to NXT. Is it so wrong of us to hope for another colossal outbreak of months before a major pay-per-view, so WWE have to top-down reboot the card like they did at TLC, and just airdrop some dream matches in so no one gets cross? Like, how many people do I have to give months to in order for Styles versus Ricochet to happen at Fastlane? Because I have glands, and I will travel. Number 9, The Rock versus Roman Reigns. Only in WWE would a fight between a dog and a bull be enjoyable to watch. I really don't want to see that fight happen in real life. Sam probably does. Anyway, Roman Reigns and The Rock are both part of the industry-renowned Anoa'i family, and WWE have mined this familial connection in the past in order to make people like Roman Reigns. Did it work? Did it balls? At the Royal Rumble 2015, The Rock ran down to the ring in order to help his blood cousin overcome the odds, holding up his arm post-victory to a chorus of boos. Look at The Rock's face. Look how cross he is. It's brilliant. For years, fans have waited patiently for the Roman Reigns heel turn, and what person for the big dog to eventually turn on than a member of his own family? Someone who's already done so much to help him succeed. Rocky vs. Roman, or Samoan Drops the Musical, is a dream match main event anywhere in the world. Number 8, Seth Rollins versus Adam Cole. With Nakamura versus Styles, WWE has demonstrated a previously unseen willingness to capitalize on the work of wrestlers in other promotions. After all, fans wouldn't be salivating quite as hard for Styles' knackers had it not already torn the roof off the Tokyo Dome at Wrestle Kingdom 10. While that feud had its hype built in New Japan Pro Wrestling, the prospect of Seth Rollins versus Adam Cole wouldn't be half as brilliant without Ring of Honor. Although the pair have never met one-on-one, both men are former Ring of Honor World Champions, with both men becoming the top star and best wrestler in the company during their separate tenures. Seth Rollins and Adam Cole are both super workers, and the kind of magic they could create, each trying to claim the title of greatest ROH champion of all time, would be a glorious spectacle. Number 7, Balor Club versus The Shield. Okay, we're cheating a little bit with this one because yes, Dean Ambrose is on the shelf for 9 months. However, WWE could technically book the match for, say, Survivor Series, and they could book it right now. Look, shut up, it's my list, but please do subscribe. In terms of amazing 3-man teams in wrestling right now, you think of The Shield, The New Day, and Balor Club. The Shield versus The New Day finally happened last year and was brilliant. The New Day versus Balor Club would also be wonderful, but for our money, it's all about The Shield versus Balor Club. Both teams work wonderfully together. The amount of tag psychology between the 6 men would frankly be staggering, and you really believe they'd clatter the living piss out of each other. Number 6, Johnny Gargano versus Ricochet. This could happen tomorrow, and good God almighty, I really can't wait. Johnny Gargano may just be the hottest man in WWE right now, with his match against Andrade Cien Almas garnering WWE's first 5-star rated match in 7 years. Almas played a big part in that, no doubt, but Gargano's been on fire for the last year and a half. To be honest, Johnny Wrestling is a dream match machine at this point, with fans eager to see Gargano Almas 2, Gargano Ciampa 2, I mean, imagine Johnny Gargano versus AJ Styles. But right now, in terms of sheer operatic ring work, of wrestling moves on an epic scale, Gargano versus Ricochet would be NXT's masterpiece. Now, to be fair, this match has happened a couple of times on the indie circuit, most prominently in Dragon Gate and Evolve, but that just proves they can go, and given the massive stage of something like a takeover, just imagine what wonders they would push themselves to create. Number 5, John Cena versus The Undertaker. It could still happen. Meltzer says that it's being planned for WrestleMania 34, so it could still happen, you guys. Fans have been thinking about John Cena versus The Undertaker for a long time. As the Phenom's retirement became a gradual certainty in the last few years, the fact that we've never had Taker versus Cena at WrestleMania just feels wrong. Some fans are concerned that the match might not live up to the hype, but Cena can go. When the stakes are high, he can really, really go. And when you're considering someone with the raw power to muscle Taker around, be the kind of ring general required to craft an instant classic, Cena is more than qualified. Also, I have no idea who wins that match, and that's genuinely brilliant. Does Taker win and leave his last WrestleMania victorious, or does John Cena, the man who's staying behind, pick up the win as wrestling tradition dictates, even though he doesn't really need it? It could go either way, and that unpredictability is the final ingredient in what could be the perfect retirement match for The Undertaker. Number 4, Asuka versus Ronda Rousey. This match, barring unforeseen circumstances, is definitely going to happen, but it probably won't happen for a while. Chances are WWE are going to have Rousey rule Raw, Asuka dominate SmackDown for a while, and then bring them together. And when they do come together, oh sweet kicky Jesus. Both women are known for their strikes and submissions, both are known for having high-profile undefeated streaks, and both would likely be happy to turn things super stiff on a grand stage. It's perhaps too soon for that at this year's Mania, but as Rousey gets more accustomed to a WWE ring, and as Asuka's undefeated streak just keeps growing and growing, when the inevitable showdown does finally occur, Christ almighty, it's going to be a dream. And a nightmare. Number 3, Daniel Bryan versus Kurt Angle. I mean, okay, maybe I don't want to see this match because I don't want either of these wonderful men to die, but also I really want to see this match. In the past, Kurt Angle has said that the man he'd most want to face in his retirement match would be Daniel Bryan, and it's not hard to see why. They would produce a technical masterpiece. Neither man is at their physical peak, although you could argue the case for Bryan, and he certainly does whenever he can, but just imagine it. Daniel Bryan hopping up on the turnbuckle, cartwheeling backwards expecting Angle to have rushed underneath him, but instead Kurt catches him as he lands and plants him with a German suplex. Imagine an ankle lock being reversed into a yes lock. Oh, I think at this point I'm just making myself sad. Number 2, AJ Styles versus The Undertaker. This match is probably never going to happen, but it could have happened. When Taker appeared on SmackDown to take souls and dig holes, the fact that he was sharing the ring with AJ Styles let us all hope. Just hope for that brief, tragic second. But no, probably not, which is a shame because The Undertaker versus AJ Styles has the potential to be amazing. A phenomenal forearm being caught and turned into a tombstone, which is rolled through into a calf crusher. Just let me dream, damn it. The clash of styles, pun intended, would be tantalizing. The Undertaker, even in his middle age, is still a powerhouse, and AJ would have no choice but to rely on the fact that he's the single greatest wrestler in the world today to try and pull through to victory. We could have had it, guys. We were so goddamn close. Number 1, Brock Lesnar versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Brock Lesnar's contract comes to an end at WrestleMania 34, and while it's possible that he could split WWE and head back for an increasingly unlikely showdown with John Jones, according to the Wrestling Observer, Lesnar's contract is expected to be renewed after Mania, at least for a couple of months. Can that couple of months please involve Brock Lesnar versus Shinsuke Nakamura, please? Since his Rumble win, everyone seems to have remembered just why the King of Strong Style is such a massive legend. And with Lesnar expected to lose to Reigns at Mania, hey, maybe that frees him up for one last run at the WWE Championship. Maybe? Please? As wrestling pedants will no doubt already be typing into the comments, Lesnar and Nakamura have wrestled once before in New Japan, but look at Nakamura back then, that's not the King of Strong Style, that doesn't count. I just want to see them knee each other to death. Is that so wrong? It would be so much fun, and we all deserve a bit of fun in our lives. Fingers crossed that Lesnar sticks around, 1, so he can have a match with Finn Balor, which Finn deserves, and 2, Brock versus Nakamura for the WWE Championship. Please. Please. And that's our list. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and you can follow me on Twitter here. If you like what we do here at Cultaholic, you can pledge to our Patreon. That's patreon.com/Cultaholic. And most importantly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.